Hello, ES teachers. We are going to be using your math curriculum, Big Ideas Math, and implementing it with technology to make it all work together. And then we are going to be using some principles of instructional design. So we are going to be using Merrill's first principles of instructional design. I like these because it's fairly simple. There's 5, and you're familiar with all of them pretty much. So we are just going to put them in a certain order to make sure that we design and create our lesson in such a way that we improve student learning. So just to run through those, we have activation, demonstration, application, integration, and problem solving centered, which can work throughout, and it doesn't have to be the 5th one, but to focus in on each of those. So you are familiar with this Big Ideas platform. You may not, yours may not be exactly the same because this is actually 3rd grade and we're focusing in on using number lines to divide, and it really doesn't matter because you are going to have the same math pedagogy. It's all based on the same principles within this Big Ideas platform. So the first thing we're going to be focusing on is activation. Taking and helping those students to access their mental models, what they already know, connecting their prior knowledge with what they're going to learn. So we want them to be able to get actively involved in the process. It's kind of like that hook, it's the warm-up, it's what Cindy calls us the dig. So we are going to use the warm-up and the explore and grow. During this time, you can either use the explore and grow, which comes with the software, and you can see that you'll be counting backwards. You'll start with 12 and count backwards by 3, and you can do this in pairs, or you can use the iOS app, the number line app by Math Learning Center. And then you would, in the same way, with this one though, you can either use the drawing tools to work back, or you can use the little bars and count back by 4. There's multiple means of ways to express it. And then the next step is demonstration. That is where you tell and show. You don't just tell them, but you also show them, and you do a working model so that they see where they're thinking, if it was incorrect, if it was correct, and it's going to give them another model to demonstrate the principles that you are teaching. You can either use the think and grow, number lines and repeat as subtraction in this one, or the show and grow. And once again, this would be the whole problem worked out. And you just go ahead and demonstrate them, give them that example. The 3rd one is you turn it over and you allow them to go back and work in groups again. And you can, in the first one with the dig, in the same way, you can let them actually mirror their iPads and show what they're doing to their peers so that they can be part of the learning process and they can show their work on the board, and then you can go through and point out things that they've done and let them show and teach one another. And for that, you can go ahead and use the apply and grow. The integration is where they get to collaborate, share, defend, reflect on their learning. It is integrating with the tech, but it's also, his idea is that they're integrating the knowledge in. And it's taking all of the pedagogies, the content, and the technical pedagogy, and then just working it all together and seeing it come to life. And that can be done in the think and grow. And then lastly, you are going to be, so hopefully all of this is based upon real life, it's authentic, meaningful task. You can dig a little bit deeper, and then this is where you'll be giving the homework. It's problem-centered. They're going to be working something out. In addition to this, you have Lori's notes, which allows you to differentiate. It's built into all of the platforms within Big Ideas Math. You can bring in ELL support. It's there for the beginners, the intermediate, the advanced. It's all right there. What the key point about this PD, though, is you are going to be doing this collaboratively. You'll build your lessons based on those principles, big ideas math, and then you are going to be given half of a day to teach the lesson that you've created. You'll have 2 other teachers from the elementary come in and observe you, and then you will also go to their classrooms. And the neat part about this is that you'll have time to give feedback, to reflect, to make some revisions, to give insights, and to all work together. Gore, 2018, said, this collaborative analysis, this time where you can work together is really where you bond, really where you build efficacy, really where you are able to grow and reflect and improve the quality of your own teaching. So this is where we are going to go one step farther, and you are able to work together to do this. You have a semester complete the process.